Okay, the idiom I chose is don't put all your eggs in one basket. Ready? Go.
Seconds. One minute. $130. Two minutes. $230. Three minutes. Begin speaking.
There's a lot that can go wrong in life. No matter how prepared you are, no matter how good your plan is, there's always something that can go wrong. You know, maybe you're walking down the road and you can always trip and fall. So it's important that you don't put all your eggs in one basket, that you separate things out and make sure that you don't put all of your stock in one thing. To look through this idiom today, we'll use a historical example, then a personal example, and finally a hypothetical example. So first, let's look at our historical example. The Roman Empire was one of the most powerful empires throughout history, and they continued their conquest for centuries. But eventually they ran into a problem. They kept expanding too far. Their empire got too big and they couldn't manage all of their territories. And so the city of Rome itself started to get weak, and eventually it was overrun by barbarians. You see, Rome put all of their stock into expanding as far outward as they could, and in the end, that was their downfall. Next, let's look at a personal example. So I have a lot of homework being a senior, and sometimes I'll have some homework that piles up, and I'll say, I'm going to finish this class's homework. And I'll sit down and I'll spend a couple hours working on, let's say, math homework. And I'll get it all done and I'll come to school the next day and all my math homework will be done, but I won't have any of my history homework done or any of my English homework done. And so the problem is that I spent all my time working on my math homework and I didn't get anything else done. So even if I'm really well done in math and maybe I'm even ahead, My other stuff isn't done. I put all my eggs into the one basket of finishing one set of homework that I didn't get everything else done. It's important that instead I try to diversify. Lastly, for a hypothetical example, we can look at something that most high schoolers face: your first relationship. Oftentimes, you'll end up with someone that maybe wasn't the best fit, probably because you're both just young. But what you often see from teenagers is that you put all your eggs in one basket, and maybe you start hanging out less with your friends and more with your very first relationship. And when that turns south, a lot of things can go wrong, because all of a sudden you've made your whole life about one person, one thing. So it's important that you don't put all of your eggs in one basket with one person. So today we've looked at a historical, a personal, and a hypothetical example. To learn this, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Play it safe. Thank you.